Social media questions for you. Morgan Shave on the Larry King Now blog. How did you come up with the name Killer Mike?
I didn't name myself. My nickname was Skunk around the neighborhood.
Skunk?
Yeah, my grandmother called me a low-down skunk one time because I slammed the door in my sister's face.
So who named you Killer Mike?
Killer Mike was given to me by a DJ named Double D. I was battle rapping a group of kids, and I just went through him like a hot knife through butter, and he stood on top of a table or something in the room and said, "You guys shut up, this kid's a killer." And after that, everybody just called me Killer.
Arthur Dorrance on the Larry King Now blog. What do you make of the recent prison reform laws passed by the Trump administration?
I'm happy the administration passed some prison reform laws. I wish they were doing more. I'm also happy that upon his exit, Obama chose to do something around prison reform and bring some light to that. I think this country is headed in that direction, and I think we can get there faster if the public makes big noise about it.
Was Obama a disappointment to you?
Was Obama a disappointment? No, he was not a disappointment. He was an average United States president, and that's not a disappointment. That's what we get. And that's not saying anything bad about him. That's just saying,
Arthur Dorrance asks, what do the Dems need to do in order to win back the White House? Is there a message, a singular message that will resonate with voters?
I think the Democrats need to get behind a true progressive. We need Dr. King right now. We don't need a neoliberal as a Democrat. We need a truly radical Democrat that is willing to push the fabric of American society.
Don't you think Joe Biden's a good man?
No, I didn't say he wasn't a good man. I said we need a radical. Yeah, the world is filled with good men, but we need radicals, right?
Okay. JM on the Larry King Now blog. You say in Trigger Warning that racism is learned. How do you think we should go about breaking the cycle of racism in the country?
One thing we could do is to start to teach world and American history from a better perspective. If white children who are in elementary school first learned about the American Revolution, and they learned that the first person to die in the American Revolution was Crispus Attucks, a black man, that creates a radical sense of patriotism that's not the usual. When Jeff Sessions says that white Anglo-Saxon Protestants have law enforcement as a part of history, as a part of white Anglo-Saxon Protestant history, it denies the 8 black police officers who were the first black cops in Atlanta, who were the example for the first black police chief, Eldrin Bell, in Atlanta. So for me, if we were all inclusive about what all races and creeds and colors have brought to this country, it would grow us up with a greater sense of confidence in people who didn't look like each other, and we'd build bridges instead of building walls.
Kate Brannigan on the Larry King Now blog. If you were president, what would be the first policy decision you'd make?
I take marijuana off the controlled substance. I take that off. Like, it shouldn't be next to marijuana, cocaine. I would also allow, from the federal civil rights guidelines, I'd allow, if say Georgia's 35% African American, I would require that 35% of marijuana, whether it be distribution, growth, or sales, have to be African Americans. I'd also make it retroactively that all federal prisoners for marijuana nonviolent offenses, drug offenses, would be freed and transition back into regular society and able to enjoy their full rights.
Keep alcohol legal?
I would keep alcohol legal because it's your choice if you choose to put that in your body.
Ashley Butner on the Larry King Now blog. How has being a father changed your perspective on life and your work?
I don't curse as much in my raps because I have girls as I used to. And I'm very, my children challenge me. I have children that personality-wise are just like me. So I'm constantly challenged on a day-to-day basis with little people who look like me.
Never miss a beat. Subscribe to Larry King Now and watch new episodes every day.